Okay guys, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Deborah Harrison with Simply Sweet and Ink Designs, and I love coming to you each Thursday to share a fun project with you. And what I love about this week's project is it uses some of the free celebration items. And I will be honest with you, I was not so crazy about the Oh So Ombre Designer Series paper. But then I started seeing all these awesome projects using it as a background. So I thought, well, I got to try it. And so I did. And I hope that you really like today's project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my camera down so that we can get started. So hang tight. Okay, so guys, I am sharing with you today from the Celebration brochure a project that uses the Oh So Ombre Designer Series paper and the Touch of Ink stamp set. So I first did not care for the Oh So Ombre until I saw it was used. And I'd made a card yesterday and I showed a sneak peek using the Rococo Rose, and today I'm gonna do it in the Blackberry Bliss. So I am gonna be just as surprised as you when I make this card. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with a 4 1/4 by 11-inch piece of the Blackberry Bliss cardstock, and I folded it in half at 5 1/2 inches, and I'm going to adhere a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of the Designer Series paper. Now this is a two-sided paper. It has the, oh my goodness, my brain just left me. The Granny Apple Green on one side and then the Blackberry Bliss on the other side. So we're just going to put that on the front. And then what I'm going to do is I have already previously die cut out a scalloped rectangle using the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I used the largest one, and I'm going to take the butterfly from the stamp set, the outline part, and I'm going to take my black Memento ink pad and I'm going to stamp at the top of this rectangle. Okay, and while I have my black Memento ink pad out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment in the corner. And this is also from the A Touch of Ink stamp set, and it says hello friend. So we're just going to put that in the corner here. And I'm going to set that aside. And then what I want to do is I want to take the solid image of the butterfly, and you can use Blackberry Bliss, but I'm actually going to use Rich Razzleberry. I think it looks just as nice. And I'm going to stamp once, and this is what's called stamping off. So you stamp once onto a scrap piece of paper, and then you're going to stamp again onto your image. All right. Oh, that is very pretty. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside for a minute. Now, what I want to do is I also cut a 3/4 by 4-inch strip of the Designer Series paper from the solid color, and I'm just going to put that as a band across my card. And then next, I'm going to take a piece of the crinkled seam binding, and I love the seam binding because you can use it just as in its natural white state, or you can take it with the blends and you can color it. So as you can see, I used different colors here from the different colors in the paper, the Designer Series paper. So it's a very, very versatile ribbon. So I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm just going to tie a bow around my sentiment rectangle. It's easier said than done. All right, let me give it another go here. It's kind of a slinky ribbon. And of course I put hand lotion on right before I got on, so my hands are extra slinky today. All right, so we'll go with that. All right, so I'm gonna trim a little bit of that off. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my dimensionals and I'm gonna put it on to the front of my card. Hi, I see some more of you join me. Thank you. Love it that you're on with me. I love seeing all my Stampin' Friends on. All right, so let's get all the backings off of these dimensionals. Like I said, I put quite a few on there, and then I'm just gonna put it at a really cute angle. And then that finishes the front of the card. Now I do want to add something to the inside. So I'm going to go and I'm going to take the flower outline that's in the stamp set, and I'm just going to stamp a little bit here in the corner. And I'm going to use the black Memento again. You know what, let me get a scrap piece of paper real quick so I don't stamp on my mat. And then we're just going to kind of put that at a cute little angle right there in the corner. Now I'm going to use my Blackberry Bliss again. Not Blackberry Bliss, I'm sorry. I'm using my Rich Razzleberry. You know, actually, I don't own Blackberry Bliss, and I don't know why. But you know, the Rich Razzleberry is so close that it works, so I'm just using it. Okay, so I'm going to do the solid outline of the flowers. Oh, that is so pretty. Like I said, guys, I had not made this card in advance, so I had no idea what it was going to look like, but I love it. All right, so let me get this in, and then I want to share with you some of the other color patterns that I used with this designer series paper and the stamp set, because it is just so pretty. Oh, I love it. That turned out, that's probably my favorite actually. Okay, so let me share with you the other cards. Like yesterday I showed you, I made this card, and I also too made some with the hummingbird. Aren't they so pretty? I gotta tell you, that designer series paper just really is so beautiful. I love all the colors. So I am gonna share with you some of my events. Last week I had done a mystery stamping and had told you I was gonna share with you the projects. Because we did finally, I got together with my friend Heather Guerrero and Lisa Cunningham. They're some of my Stampin' Up! Demonstrator friends, and we combined our efforts and we designed some really fun projects for a class for y'all. So on my blog, you can find today's project sheet for the project that I made today. Now I will switch out, take pictures with the Blackberry Bliss, and I'll upload that so that you have the current project sheet. But on the back, I want to share with you this Sending Happy Mail class that I have open. Registration is open right now, and you can go over to my blog, scroll down towards the bottom, and find that information. And I'm going to share with you the projects because they are adorable. So I'm going to share with you, let me see, I'll start with Lisa's projects. Lisa made these two projects, a cute little card that has a little piece of mail that you can slide in and out, and a cute little mailman's mail bag. I just thought that was adorable. So that's Lisa's. And then Heather's projects were these two cute little cards. And again, you've got a little bit of piece of mail you can take out, and that's a fun fold card. And then my projects are, let me kind of put this all out here so you can see them all. My projects were this fun fold card and this little mailbox. And what it is, it uses one of our treat boxes that's in the new mini catalog. So this class is $32 plus shipping, and it includes, it's going to include 1/8 of a pack of 6x6 sheets of the Snail Mail Designer Series paper, and it will also too include a package of dimensionals and a package of the resin hearts. And the reason, this is kind of interesting how this class came about, because you know what, guys, I'm going to turn my camera up real quick because I want to talk to you in person instead of talking down at my project thing. So hold on, hang tight. So guys, I just wanted to be able to talk to you face to face a little bit better than looking down at my project sheet while I'm talking to you. So I wanted to share with you how the Sending Happy Mail class came about. It actually happened over the holiday break. My older son Daniel had some of his college friends over, and there was some guys. The guys were playing video games, and the girls were just kind of hanging out, bored to death, right? Watching the guys play their games. And so I asked the girls, I'm like, hey, do y'all want to learn how to make a card? And so they did. They loved it. They made a Christmas card. And then soon after that, some of my friends were telling me how bored their kids were. And I know that even my kids have told me the other day that they're even bored of playing video games. I mean, that's kind of weird. So anyway, so I thought, you know, it would be fun to design a class that kids can do. and adults. So the class is designed with components that are die cut, and really all you need is adhesives. And that's one of the reasons I include the Stampin' Dimensional, so you at least have one of the adhesives, and then you could provide some kind of glue for the other adhesive. Now you can buy the stamp set, and I encourage you to, because it's a cute little stamp set, but you can use your own stamp set with the projects, or you can even just handwrite something really cute onto the labels that I provide. So anyway, that's kind of how that class came about. It's designed for like older kids, maybe 10 and up, but adults can do it too, or maybe do it together with their kids. So anyway, if you're interested in registering for that class, the registration, you can request the registration link on my blog. Also too, if you look in the comments of this post, there is also where you can request that registration link. And if you are interested in ordering anything that I showcased today, or you have an order that you want to put in, remember this is celebration. This is the time to get free goodies. And in fact, when your order is over $35 or more, you'll also too get the Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial, which has 8 projects using the celebration items. Now remember, the Oso Ombre is a level 1 item, and so that requires a $50 order. But then the A Touch of Ink stamp set that I showcased with the butterfly and the hummingbird, that is called a level 2 celebration item, and that requires a $100 level. So guys, I look forward to seeing you next week, and I hope that you have a wonderfully blessed weekend. Bye guys, take care.